Now, when you do this kind of question, right, you have to know that for 3 terms and there's a difference here, is definitely MOD. This is method of difference. When you have fractions, algebraic fractions like this, is definitely MOD because APGP are exponential or linear. So whenever you see questions like this, right, it's definitely in your syllabus is confirmed method of difference one. Okay, confirm. Don't need to worry about it. Now, when it comes to method of difference, right, a lot of times students do not forgot that can use GC to see. Okay, so I'm going to recap that for you here. So for part 2 here, if you now remember, bring out GC. We need to go through this quickly. The first thing is n r equals to 1. You need from r plus 1, r plus 2, right? This is what you need, right? So you obviously use this one 6 here. You divide it by 6, you get this, right? So you just put r equals to r1 over 6 r. The constant can be brought out 1. And then from here, 1 over 6 and r equals to 1, 3r minus 6r plus 1 plus 3r plus 2. Now for 3 terms, it's not easy to see the pattern. So what I encourage students to do is just use your GC. Bring out your GC here. Now it's not something you wouldn't know how to do lah. It's more of something you never thought of. You can actually use GC to list all these terms down. 3 over r. So you just put this as x here. Then you put this as minus 6 negative 6 over r plus 1. And then you get the next one, which is 3 over r plus 2. Okay, r plus 2. Here, key this in. Then what you do is you just second table. Okay, just key all this in, you get second table here. Then you just get this graph here. Okay, I'm just going to copy this graph over. This is our r. Okay, list everything down. Over 6. 3 minus 3 plus 1 plus 3 over 2 minus 2 plus 3 over 4 plus 1 minus 3 over 2 plus 3 over 5 plus 4 plus minus 6 over 5 plus half and so on. Then the last one would be like last 3 will be 3 over n minus 6. 1 plus 3 n plus 2. Then after that you have got plus 3n minus 1, 3n plus 1, Okay, so I'm just going to list this the rth term for each. So this is r equals to 1, r equals to 2, r equals to 3, r equals to 4. So n minus 2. So for 3 terms, right, this part is easier to see because you have 1 minus 1 and minus 2 and 1 here. Okay, sometimes it's not so easy to see. So I will need to go through this with you. This is okay. Now, when you cancel it out, right, just use the LCM or denominator. Like same, denominator is important. So instead of 3 over 2 here, what you need to be able to tell, right, is actually if this is 4, this is 4. So this is actually the LCM will be 4. This is like 6 over 4. You should see this as 6 over 4. Okay. Because your calculator would just simplify it down for you, but you must know that this is actually negative 6 over 4. Okay, see this as this. Same thing for this junction. Okay, this one is good. This LCM is already 5. So you can see, okay, 3 minus 6 plus 3, this will be 0. Okay, this will give you 0 because 3 minus 6 plus 3 ma. So this will be 0 here. So this will be 0 as well. So this will be 0. So just know that This is how you see it. You look at the LCM of each. So this part here, this will be 0. Here 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 will be 0. Okay, you get that. So essentially, for 3 terms, take note. Look at the LCM of the denominator. That's the reason why we call it denominator, right? Because it's usually it's the currency of the number there. So 3 minus 3, this is 0. Just check. 3 minus 3 is 0. We get 3 over 2. Okay. If you know how to use your calculator properly, right, in exam, right, it shouldn't be a problem because you really have an advantage. But it only comes in when you don't really know how to use your calculator. But please make sure you know how to use your calculator in exam. So this one, the numerator is the same, n plus 1, n plus 1. So 3 minus 6 will be negative 3 lah. So this 2 will be negative 3 over 6. Negative 3, n plus 1, n plus 2. Then this multiply in will just be 1 over 4 minus, actually you can just leave it like that lah. Okay. How do I check whether my answer is correct in exam? So say now I don't have the answer, right? How can I check my answer is correct? So in exam, if you want to check answer is correct, this one, once you cancel everything, really, hear me out. You key in calculator. Okay, so you key in your answer in 1 and key in the other one, the summation, the question in 1. So this is r plus 1, r plus 2, 1 to n. So you just summation here, math, press math, then go to summation. So this will be alpha r1, then the top put x. This is the important part. This is r plus 1. So this will be fraction 1, alpha r plus 1, r plus 2. Okay, so key this in your calculator. Then what you need to do next is you key this into your another one with your calculator as well, which is 1 over 6. Then you just put in 3 over 2. Then you just put in x. Your n here is x. Your big N here is x. This r is capital. So n, this will be 3 over 2 minus 3. X plus 1. Then plus 3. Then this will be x plus 2. Bracket. Okay? Key these two in. 1 is the answer, 1 is the question. Obviously, you just go to the table. Your whole objective here is to make sure all your stars are aligned. So you see the one on the left and the right are the same, means your answer is correct. I don't even need to check the answer scheme. I know that this is definitely correct.